And the players getting together for a little chat as we're just about ready to get going here. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
Kevin, nothing frustrates a team more than turning the ball over, and Coach said they'll be trying to cause as much havoc and frustration out there as they possibly can. He said if he sees a big number in the steals column of the box score, they know they'll have done their job and likely come out with a win. We'll see.
Thanks for the report, Doris. Steve, Clark, your thoughts on their defensive focus here?
Well, it's the right strategy, Kevin, because you have to play to your strengths as a team. You can't get away from who you are.
And that's right, Steve. Their strength is certainly what they do defensively. They can rattle folks.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his first foul. Jared Dudley's checked in for Blake Griffin. Outside, Green. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at the Clippers. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And, of course, Utah, right now, quite a ways down below.
Well, I think for Los Angeles, they've just sort of hung around. I mean, they're not among the elite teams, but they're not that far off the pace either.
No, I think they're satisfied, Clark, with where they are right now because they're in decent position, as they move forward. And this is all about just surviving the marathon in the NBA. Such a long season.
Stolen by Collison. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Green with the ball. And he overshot that one, missing. For the Utah Jazz, they won their last contest, that game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Well, the other thing they've done well is getting after shooters. They've closed out well, and they've really blocked a lot of shots in the half.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Collison. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
The drive by Green. Dishes to Davis. He kicks it to Collison. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now the pass to Jefferson. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Dudley. Here's Mr. Clutch. Drops in the layup for 2. Mr. Clutch has got 5 now.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Well, pretty good numbers this season at the line for this club, right around 78% as a team.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting.
The drive by Paul, that puts them in the lead. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And that's his forte, finding that angle and then aggressively attacking the rim.
CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the back. Danny Granger out there with Barnes. And it's Griffin in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
You know, the Clippers were a much improved defensive team last season. A lot of it comes from their point guard position where Paul can really ball hawk opposing ball handlers. And this team was first in the league in steals last season and top 3 in turnover differential.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Favors. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Griffin. It's Crawford with the drive. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead. And across the NBA, a lot of the offenses rely on that point guard to initiate things and get the team set up in the half court. If a floor general is being hounded around the whole time, it can really throw a wrench in the offense.
Well, for the Clippers, that was a big part of their defense last year. Chris Paul and Eric Bledsoe could both really pressure the point, but with Bledsoe now in Phoenix, I don't think the Clippers defense is quite as good at the point of attack. And their lead takes another little bump up.
Boy, I tell you, they've got to be feeling better and better about this game.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey guys, well, Tyrone Corbin had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He was reviewing their strategy for the defensive plan against Granger. Coach clearly doesn't like the way things have been going in that department and detailed what has to be done differently from this point forward. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Paul with the ball, outguarded by Mr. Clutch. Jazz trail by 5. Burke dishes to Favors. Passes to Burke. The feed to Favors. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. Granger with the rebound.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
There's the dish to Barnes. Misses off the left iron.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Hayward.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Crawford gets a screen from Griffin. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got 6 here in this quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Here is Hayward, covered by Barnes. Hayward passes to Mr. Clutch. Shoots the 3. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Hayward.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
And the first half ends in a close one. The Clippers on top. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Doc, as we get into the second half, what do you expect to see from this offense you're facing?
Now, presented by Sprint.
Glad you're spending Saturday night with us. Let's check out what's happened so far. The Clippers in a hard-fought game against the Utah Jazz. Playing a team they know that they can beat, but will they? We still got a game. A dramatic advantage.
Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And so in the game for the Jazz, Mr. Clutch, he's in at point guard. Thomas is out there with Favors, and it's Rush, and it's Garrett in at the 2 spot. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Crawford against Thomas for the lead. That layup is good as it's up and in from Crawford. Crawford's got 13.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
For Utah, they have gone 5 of 9 at the line. No good on the free throw. The Jazz making a switch here. Lucas is checked in. He's off on the second. The Clippers in the lead. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Crawford. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 15 points in the game.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
And Rush kicks to Favors. They get the rebound. Tries again. Lays it up and banks it in. Favors got 12 in the game.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Clippers lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball.
Coming up Monday.
And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Paul.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Just great assists like the one we just saw.
Collison is out there with Crawford. Then there's Danny Granger. And there's Davis. And it's Griffin in at the power forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Collison. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 11 points for Collison.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. I mean, get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
The shot's good from Mr. Clutch. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Lucas dishes to Rush. 14 feet away, and there's another one for the Jazz.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
Crawford with the ball. On the wing, Granger. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Crawford outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And here's a quick look at how the Clippers' schedule is shaping up. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
You know, some good games going on, and that Phoenix game especially has caught my eye.
A different look for Utah. Gordon Hayward. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Granger, and again it's the Clippers missing.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well, corralling those Karens.
Seems like not a whole lot else is going right for them, though.
Hayward kicks to Burks. Granger against Thomas. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good with the triple. LA's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Danny Granger. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected energy into every play that was made out there.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. That free throw good from Collison.
You know, Darren Collison, DC as he's known, is a guy that does everything you want from a point guard at a decent level, but really doesn't excel at anything in a great fashion. Sort of falls into the jack-of-all-trades category.
Derek Favors checked in for Utah. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. First free throw is good. so favors nails both of them. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Now here's Collison. He's guarded closely. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from...
Darren, obviously this team is playing well.
Yeah.